What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is the All-In Woodsman, and today we are sitting out here in the woods on our extended archery season here in Georgia. So today I'm running just a simple GoPro, no microphone, no anything. Very simple setup. But we're sitting out here, sitting on the side of a hill, working our way down to the creek behind us. A couple days ago we sat here, y'all saw that in the last video. Got a shot on a doe, but ended up shooting over her back. My range was wrong, I have a feeling, and so we're back here. We gave it a couple days rest. Spooked a couple out of this area in the dark coming out of the woods the next night, so I know they're back in the area, so I'm hoping that they're still coming this direction. We set up a little further up the hill than we were the other night, about 30 yards further up the hill, different tree, that kind of thing. But also today we're using the saddle, which we were using last time, but this time we're using it to our full advantage. If they come the same direction that they normally came from the top of this ridge, working down to my left, we've got the saddle set up behind the tree, so we're actually hanging behind the tree, and we're kind of out of sight and out of mind behind this tree until they get within 20-30 yards of me, which is swim bow range. So we're hoping that this tree will help break up our image, especially since they've been a little skittish since they busted us last night we were here. But the tree's a little bit smaller than I am, so it doesn't break up the entire image like you might want, but hopefully it'll break it up enough to where they're comfortable coming down this hill. And we're gonna see if we can't smoke our first archery deer tonight. It's been a long season. We've been trying our best to get it done. Kind of a last ditch effort. Not sure how many more hunts I'm gonna get, but we'll see what we can do. Y'all stick around, see if we can't get on a deer this afternoon. Alright, everybody. Sun's starting to go down, about 4:45. You can feel the temperatures dropping. Wind's still blowing in a perfect direction, blowing my scent down to the creek behind me. This is when you have to lock in. This is when you have to start paying really close attention, because they love to move in the last hour and a half of daylight. The shadows behind me are creeping up. The sun's going down behind me. Top of the hill still in the sunlight. We'll see. It feels like a really good setup considering what we saw last time we were here. A group of probably 6 or 7 does. So we'll see. I'm definitely chilly. Got a question. How come hot hands never get hot enough when you're actually cold? Get back to the car. They're plenty hot enough. Maybe I'm not doing it right. I don't know. But you bust up in hot hands. Freeze your tail off in the stand. Get back to the car. They're like 90 degrees. Ridiculous. Alright, I'm gonna shut up. Lock in and hope some deer come down this hill. Just had 4 deer skirt me by about 75 yards. They came off the other side of this mountain. Came down into the ravine, a little valley down there. Worked his way down to the creek behind me. And then I had 2 doe do that, and then I had 2 spikes come in right behind them. And the spikes chased them on down the creek, so they skirted me from the left down to the creek and then behind me. Still early. Maybe that big group of does will work back through. But they started moving. Okay, everybody. So unfortunately, the one video file that I've ever had corrupt on my GoPro ended up being the video of me actually drawing back and shooting the deer. So unfortunately, I don't have that video, but we're gonna go from here and y'all are gonna see the rest of the video. But unfortunately, we did not get the video of me actually drawing back and taking this shot on the deer. But that's what you get sometimes with GoPro. Sometimes you get a corrupted file. I've done everything that I possibly can to recover the file, and it's not happening. So sorry about that. It's just a hazard of creating content. You have some files that get corrupted. It just happened to be the most important file for the video. But y'all stick around. Let's see what happens. Oh my gosh, I'm freezing, y'all. Excuse me. It's either freezing or it's the freaking adrenaline. I have no idea. But I cannot stop shaking. Oh. Trying to see if I can see my arrow. I don't see it right now. We'll get down here in a few minutes and go look for it. Sorry for the shaky camera, guys. What you get when you're shaking and your camera is on the rope that you're hooked up to. So I'm gonna try and do a better job explaining what just happened. So I literally just got done interviewing with you guys, saying that they just skirted behind me and those two little bucks were chasing. And then what happened was they chased them back along the creek behind me. And the yearling, the little doe, came up behind me, got spooked up into the woods up here behind me. Well, then she decided to come up behind me. She kind of came around behind me, came to my strong side. And I was waiting for a shot on her because I wasn't going to shoot the buck unless I had to. Well, then the moment she got into bow range and into the area where I could actually take a shot, I saw the big deer, the big doe that I shot at a couple nights ago, working her way up the hill. Gosh, it's cold. So I decided I was going to wait and see if she worked her way up to me. But then the yearling ran to her, and they turned around and worked their way off. Well, that buck was still chasing them, or still working up on them. So I decided I was going to shoot that buck. Little spike, if he came in range, because I wanted a bow kill. And what he did was he stopped right on my strong side. And I let it fly. Looked like he had a little bit of a mule kick on him, which I hope means we made contact. He ran off. Well, all of them ran off. Down the hill to my left. Started going back up the hill. On the other side of the valley. Saw him kind of pause for a minute. And then I thought I heard a crash. We'll see. The does are still going crazy over on that hill. They're still snorting and blowing like crazy. So we'll see. We may have just checked off the first bow kill for the all-in woodsman. Alright, I'm gonna let the sun go down a little bit more. Then we'll get down and start looking. At least for the arrow. We may back out and let let him sit for a little bit longer. But y'all riding shotgun, let's go. All right, y'all, so the tracking really wasn't that bad. We did have a pass through on the arrow, had good bright red lung blood on it. I got two guys, my brother's holding flashlights looking at me, so that's the only reason you can see me. It's super dark out here. But we got a little, maybe a little 6-point, a little 4-point for sure, little spike, perfect shot, lungs. I'm not gonna show you the blood necessarily, but yeah, we're gonna get the dragon out. It was a perfect shot. He ran maybe 75 yards at the most. Coming back up this other side of the valley got him, but it was not a hard track at all, thank goodness. But he was pouring blood pretty much the entire time out of both sides. But we're gonna get him drug out of here and get him quartered out. But y'all, I appreciate y'all watching. We officially tonight checked off 2 firsts off of the channel. We checked off our first saddle kill out of the trophy line saddle, as well as our first bow kill with our bear legit. So super excited, got to take care of checking those 2 firsts off this season. Even though we were pushing it to the wire, we only have a couple more days in the extended bow season here in Georgia, but we are super excited. We're gonna get him in the cooler, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Yours